Wouldn't you want to be more empowered, more courageous, and go after the things that you truly want without holding back or letting your fears and doubts hold you back from actually stepping into what your soul has come here to do, what your soul desires to do? Well, if so, then in this video, I want to share with you a powerful light code activation to help you activate your inner spiritual warrior, to really help you become that spiritual warrior that you already are deep within, and go about life in a more awakened, more centered, more aligned, more empowered way, because your soul has come here for a reason. And if you're asking, what exactly is a spiritual warrior? Let me tell you. A spiritual warrior is a soul that chose to embrace their spiritual awakening. And even if there are challenges along the way, because there are, anytime you are awakening, there are certain challenges, these souls, those spiritual warrior souls, they choose to go this path no matter what. Even if it's challenging, even if there are setbacks, they choose the more awakened path. They also see spiritual solutions to any challenge. They don't say, oh, I can't do this, it's not possible, but they see, well, how can I make this work? How can this be possible? They look for those spiritual solutions in every situation. They see the higher truth in the situation so they can move forward. They're also more led by soul rather than their ego mind. They're allowing their soul to nudge them, to guide them. They check in with themselves often to really be led by soul. They also have heard the call to be a spiritual way shower to others. They use their own challenges as resources for their own personal growth, but then also to then help others. And they listen more to their own soul's guidance over what other people may say. So they're more those rebels that they listen more to their own inner guidance, even if it contradicts anything that gurus or people, friends, family, or anyone else is saying, because they trust more their inner guidance and they know that their inner guidance is of truth. That is what a spiritual warrior is. And if you're listening to this right now, I am pretty certain that you too are a spiritual warrior already deep within. You too have heard that calling, that there's more to who you are, that you too have a bigger purpose in this lifetime, that you too are meant to make an impact in the world. And if you do, I'm so grateful that you're here, so honored that you have chosen to watch this video, and that you also are now ready to really embrace your spiritual warrior. And if you're asking, well, why now? Why do you feel called now to really embrace your spiritual warrior? And why was I guided to do this video right now in this moment? And it's because the world needs more way showers. The world needs more awakening souls that use their own life, their own experience, their own challenges to then uplift the world. Because anytime you're going through a challenge, you're growing from that, you're learning from that. And if you can use that knowledge to then uplift others, help others, support them on their journey, that is so powerful. And right now, like I said, more souls are awakening. More souls will feel that or hear that calling to really be the change in the world that they would like to see, to be the next way shower to other people, because there's so many people out there that feel lost. They don't really know what's going on. They don't know how to handle whatever is going on, because there's such a beautiful, massive awakening happening, but not everyone embraces that. You know, so many, they're resisting it, or they just don't know what they don't know. And if you feel called to really step into the role of being a way shower to others, you can make such a beautiful impact in the world. And with the recent eclipse that we had, you were activated to remember more of who you are at soul level. And that's why now is the perfect time to really activate your inner spiritual warrior. That's why you felt guided to watch this particular video. And I hope you're going to stay until the end to receive this beautiful activation, because now is really the time to embrace that. Now your soul has grown ready for that next step, to really embrace that path, the mission, the journey that your soul has come here for. Because your soul has chosen this particular time for a reason. Your soul also has chosen this particular time in your life to awaken, to embrace your spiritual journey, and then also to up level, to really step onto that more elevated path moving forward. And if you have felt somewhat held back maybe allowing your fears and your doubts really drive you compared to allowing your soul to lead you forward, then this activation will really help you release a lot of that and also step into your own inner power to really embrace that spiritual warrior. So without further ado, let's move into the light language. If you can please put both feet on the ground and get centered. Take a deep breath in and breathe in light and love. And as you breathe out, just drop into your heart, release anything that doesn't need to be here, and then just close your eyes. I now call upon the highest, best, most loving guides, archangels, ascended masters, and beings of the light that can best support us now with this spiritual warrior activation. Please step forward, connect with us now. Prepare us for this activation as our soul has now grown ready to accept us, to embrace this. And we ask for divine assistance and please cleansing and clearing any and all blocks, interferences, past life ties, ancestral ties, soul contracts, karmic lessons that are now ready to come to completion and are ready to be released. Please set us free from the bondage of our past as we now free ourselves from what has been, so we may courageously embrace that what is now asking to be expressed through us and be embraced. Please activate within us the essence, the light codes, and the frequency of a spiritual warrior, so we may step into our role as a way shower, a mentor, a guide, or simply an empowered soul, so we may shine our light so brightly in the world. Please also release any fears, any doubts, any limited thinking, and infuse us with strength, courage, inner knowing, and even the curiosity and certainty as we follow our soul's calling, our soul's path, and share that what is asked and be shared and expressed through us. And so it is. Kurach nala el hi kurach en ait uraha na alehen elu rahan est urahi etura ahan etura ahe etan elahan elaita estura nehe o itur anelahan est ur aist aha enahe etur enur al ena est ur ashte lahanne ehu ast a en a tu un anela lehe tu est ur acht en a itur ula a nar anele elehit ur an est ur achte takatena tu ur ashte ta lura anela ena est ur achten a itur ula a nalena enuru anela a itur ast a ena est ur achten al enura ne ekite etu hestur ast tan a en urhanne lachte etur a ena etu urahat en a etu lena ilahanne ena astur a enurahate hetura hita hetura aina henur astar aitur uraha na achte hetura aina nest ura ela anelekta ahitu nastar ne elur anne huta na achte etur aiti itu tar anele etura henura aena elura astara a Tuna lakatan a uta henane estura a ist estuna ane ekte uraha henura alena est urasht lenura tura a ast a enur a ista henanekte elura hestur ast en a itu heta ane tu hetura ast en a ura Ne esturachte etu tarachte na etura henur a istara anelane tura hedura ane hetura anele etura henura analane stu haketena a te enura a enura a enura ale hela ale elane Ur astara ai turu uta henura a ane ura a ur a inna ela a isht achte. Now you may allow an image to form within your mental mind, the image of the warrior you, the you that is empowered, the you that holds this immense strength within your being. Allow yourself to see, allow yourself to recognize that strength within you as it has always been there, just forgotten. We now have activated within you your spiritual warrior essence. Allow yourself to embrace this now. Allow yourself to be infused within every cell of your being, every fiber of your being, this essence of the spiritual warrior, the strength, the courage, the conviction of your path ahead, following it courageously, empowered. Dur annalanes tu rushta, tarahanes tu ena, elahane lur astara anelehetur urasta, hestura enahetura etura erura. He nura starana kata ahi turush turuta lukurushta nakte nura he nura tarahane lura ane he turuta e turutana ane etu turutane es turuhu. Open yourself up to receiving this gift. Your soul is now ready to embrace this gift of courage, this gift of knowing, this gift of self-trust, trusting in yourself that you do have the strength within you to do whatever your soul is asking you to do. No fear is necessary. No doubt is necessary. This is simply coming from your ego mind, that limited part within you that is trying to keep you safe. Whenever this limited voice makes itself known, you do hold the strength within you to reject that voice, to say no more, and instead to tap into that spiritual warrior within you, to embrace that strength within you, and to trust that if the guidance that you received has come from your soul, if it feels right, even if it's scary, even if it feels too big, tap into the energy of a spiritual warrior, the fearless you that is within you, and then act courageously. Move forward, take action as the empowered you, that spiritual warrior you that doesn't know no fear, that doesn't know no doubt, that doesn't know no challenges. No challenge will be big enough for you to be derailed. No fear will ever be too intense for you not to act upon the desire that your soul holds within you. Act as the spiritual warrior that you now are. Embrace this energy within you, this frequency, the essence within you that we have now given to you, that we have activated within you. It has always been within you. You have just forgotten. But we have now activated that within you, so you will remember once again who you truly are. That spiritual warrior, the way shower, the mentor, the guide, the leader in this world. Allow yourself to step into this as it is you, the core of who you are. You are this spiritual warrior. Tarahal elur asta ahe nur achta anelai tururahane esturushta. Natachte nura ahle tura an ai tur uust arachatne ehe tura ahane naral elane lelu rachte e tur Anela anas tur achte. Ta astara an elur a I turu. Tarach te esturu ushta. Now you may take a deep breath in and anchor in that what we have just given to you, that what we have just activated within you. Anchor this into your being, into the here and now. This is you now. This spiritual warrior you. And so it is, beloved. Blessed be. Now you may take another deep breath in and let it just settle in for a moment. And when you're ready, you may open up your eyes again and come back into the here and now. Now, I don't know about you, but I could feel that intenseness in the beginning, just really rising within me, really activating something within me. And it was quite a beautiful and powerful, intense activation that I channeled, that we have all been given just now. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, what was your experience? Did you see yourself as that spiritual warrior? Did you feel that strength kind of bubbling up from within you? I would love to know. Let me know down in comment below. But now the way you can really make the most out of this is, for one, you may wish to re-listen to this again. And also I have a video for you about how to align yourself to your soul's highest path, to really live more of a heart-centered life in alignment with your soul, because that's truly what this is all about. Being a way shower, being a spiritual warrior is about living that heart-centered life, living that soul-led life. And in that video, I share some tips with you on how you can do that. So it's in the description below. But the way you can make the most out of it is like, whenever you feel guided to do something, whenever you're getting that insights, the nudges, or you want to act upon something, but then all of a sudden you feel like you're like holding yourself back, or you're like, oh, maybe not right now, or talking yourself out of it, or you're letting the doubts and the fears come up. I want to invite you, what you can do is, that's the guidance I'm receiving right now, stomp your foot on the ground and say, no. I'm not doing this, not letting this happen. And then really tap into that inner strength that you just felt throughout this activation. Maybe even come back, listen to this again. Maybe save this video in your watch later list so you can come back to it again. But then just maybe count to 3, like stomp your foot on the ground, say no, drawing the line and saying like, no, I'm done with this. I'm not letting my fears hold me back anymore. And then count to 3 and then just do it. Take action on it. Because oftentimes when we're holding ourselves back, it's because we're thinking about all these bad what ifs, like, oh, what if I do this? Then, oh my God, the world is going to end, right? But if you act, you may not realize that, hey, it wasn't even so bad. And then you want to acknowledge yourself for that, like, I just did that. So here, what you can do is think of like, what does a warrior mean to you? Like, if you're thinking about a warrior, what comes to mind? What do they look like in your mind? You see them kind of like standing there like this, like, what kind of clothing do they wear? What does a warrior really look like to you? What are the core essence behind them? Like, and you can think here, would they allow their fear to hold them back? Probably not, right? So think of it like that and then embody the essence of a warrior. Whatever essence of a warrior that you think is important for you, start embodying that. Bring that in whenever you're feeling held back. Bring up that image of that warrior. Maybe even print one out, put it somewhere in your office, in your car, in your home where you can see it. And then bring up the essence of that within you. You know what it feels like to be empowered, to be courageous. Feel that within that moment. Really embody that. And then act upon whatever guidance you received. If you feel called to maybe start a YouTube channel, start a spiritual business, or grow your business, or do whatever, listen to that and act upon that. That's what is important right now, to really act upon that. If you really want to embody your spiritual warrior, then act upon the guidance that you receive. And if you want to get some more insights into who you are at soul level, because that's really important this month, and with the eclipse that we just had about activating that inner remembrance, like remembering who you are, if you want to get some more insights into who you are at soul level, your soul's origin, what you're here to do, check out my Akashic record reading, the soul remembrance reading, where I can give you some clear insights from your own Akashic records of your soul's name, your soul's origin, all of those important things that you may want to know about who you are at soul level. Link is in the description below. If that is of interest to you, go check it out. I would love to support you with a reading. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out this next video here about aligning yourself to your soul's path, to your soul's highest path, to get some insight into that. I think you're going to love it. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant, successful day. Namaste.